Hello and very warm welcome and Jai Gurudev to everyone who's watching this episode, the first episode of this new series, Bliss, Becoming and Being. This series has been introduced on the occasion of the Incarnation Day, 96th Incarnation Day of revered Guru Shri Ramlalji Siyag from India. And I have my two co-hosts today, Manju Chabra from Delhi and Gaurima Yadav from Gurgaon or Gurugram in India. Both are from India and they will be my co-hosts today. We are going to introduce about Guru Siyag Yoga, the uniqueness of Guru Siyag Yoga. And this is the most auspicious day for all of us to have this opportunity to introduce this session or this meditation to all of you. Particularly, this is for those people who are not able to understand Hindi or any regional language spoken in India. Hence, this is for the wider audience globally. So, warm welcome to both of you, Manju and Gaurima. You can unmute your mics and you can say something about yourself. Then we will start some introduction to Guru Siyag Yoga.
Jai Gurudev Dharmendra ji and Jai Gurudev to all Guru brothers and sisters all over the world. So happy birthday to Shri Gurudev, and today it's a very auspicious day and very special day for me and Manju to be a part of this series. And we truly feel that uh, uh, spreading the word about Guru Siyag in English language would be adding um, a lot of momentum to the movement that a lot of Guru brothers and sisters are doing to spread Guru Siyag Yoga. So the intention of doing sessions in English is primarily to inspire everyone, wider audience, maybe young people, people outside India and in India as well, who connect to English language more than any other language, so that they are able to understand Guru Siyag Yoga in a better way. And when they would be watching more Guru brothers and sisters like us who practice Guru Siyag Yoga, so we hope that they would be able to understand and relate to Guru Dev in a more holistic way. So welcome to all of you again to
Thank you.
this new series.
Very warm welcome to you as well. And now over to Manju.
Jai Gurudev to each one of you, and happy birthday, Gurudev, and happy birthday to each one of us, because Gurudev resides in each one of us. And definitely it's a great step ahead towards, reaching to each and every person who would understand this particular language, English language, and the objective is to get bliss, becoming, and being. What a beautiful name on this particular auspicious day to start with. And thank you for this initiative. And all brothers and sisters, Guru Bhais and Guru Behens, let's all get together and into this mission of becoming and being. And definitely, thank you, Dharmendra ji and Gaurima ji. And let's proceed ahead.
Thank you, both of you, and it's my it's my privilege to have you both here as my co-hosts for the today's session. However, the next session and onwards, both of you will be taking care of that, and I would be a guest to your sessions at times. So, basic information we would like to provide, and before that, I would like to share one brief video, not so brief, but at least 9-10 minutes video of Gurudev Siyag, which was actually filmed or captured in Israel, in Jerusalem, somewhere, sometime in July 2007, when he visited the Golden Gate and the Wailing Wall. And there he met a family where he was actually staying, and he was not aware who these people are, but these people invited him at home. So he was delivering a lecture in Hindi, and there was a person who was ready to translate that in Marathi and in English, And then there was another person who was able to translate that in Hebrew. So wherever there is a need to translate the version of that, I would certainly take this responsibility for today. And Manju and Gorima can certainly add to that. However, this is, the title we got, the title now we have is, Bliss, Becoming and Being. This title has come from that conversation which Gurudev Siyag had with those disciples. And one of the finest disciples of Guru Siyag, her name is Jui Pagadar. She was instrumental in translating that part. So thanking everyone whosoever has captured that video, and all thanks goes to Guru Siyag, who is a universal force that way. Not many people are aware of Guru Siyag, but let's see what people have, what is their first impression about Guru Siyag. So let me take this opportunity to show that video, and we all enjoy that video. And then after that, we will have this conversation forward, and we will talk about the purposes of having such sessions for the wider audience. And then if people have questions from across the globe, we are very willing and we are very ready all the time, 24/7, 24 by 7. We are ready to face those questions, and we try to help whatever limited understanding we have about Guru Siyag Yoga with our own practices. So let's enjoy this video on the auspicious day of Guru Siyag's happy birthday, 96th happy birthday today.
ये कोई किसी रिलीजन से संबंधित बात है। इस ह्यूमन बॉडी में होने वाला एक परिवर्तन ये तो सब ये है। तो मतलब ये परिवर्तन आता है ईश्वर के नाम के जप से और ध्यान से। हमारे भारतीय दर्शन इंडियन फिलॉसफी के अनुसार इस शरीर के दो पार्ट है मोटे। एक पार्ट यहाँ से नीचे नीचे 9 द्वार है, 9 द्वार। जिसको EXIT कहते हैं आप, ये बाहर निकल, इनसे हम बाहर से चीज लेना चाहते हैं, सुनना चाहते हैं, टेस्ट चाहते हैं, लोग बाहर से उम्मीद करते हैं। एक द्वार और है, ये यहाँ ये 10वां द्वार है, ये अंदर खुलता है। और हमारे समझ में आ रही है ना, ये अंदर खुलता है। और हमारे फिलॉसफी के अनुसार पूरा यूनिवर्स अंदर है। ये उसका रचयिता मालिक भी अंदर ही बैठा है। तो आपको मिलेगा तो आपके अंदर से मिलेगा, बाहर किसी से कुछ नहीं।
לא צריך, יש לנו אלוהים בפנים. אז לא צריכה לבקש שום דבר. מה שאת רוצה זה הכל במדינה.
असं सांग की गुरुदेव असं म्हणतात की आपल्या बॉडीचे 2 पार्ट्स आहेत. आणि मी सांगतेस आपल्या बॉडीचे
त्याच्यानुसार खायला किंमत
आणि याच्या खालचे जे भाग आहे ह्याच्यात 9 एंट्रन्सेस आहे, 9 गेट्स आहेत, ज्याला डोळे आणि ते बाहेरची इन्फॉर्मेशन आपल्याला आत देतात. पण हे एकच द्वारे घेतलं जे आपल्याला आतली इन्फॉर्मेशन देतं. म्हणजे
अजून होते ना मी
आणि याचं कारण हे की इंडियन योगिक फिलॉसॉफी म्हणते की पूर्ण युनिवर्स आपल्या आत आहे. आणि म्हणून हे जे जेव्हा आपण ध्यान करतो तेव्हा आपल्या आजची युनिवर्स आहे त्याच्याबद्दल आपल्याला म्हणूनच गुरुदेव म्हणतात की बाहेरचं तुम्हाला कोणी काही नाही करू शकत. तुमच्या आत जे तुमचं सोल आहे, स्पिरिट आहे, तेच तुम्हाला गाईड करू आणि गुरुदेव जे मेडिटेशनचं मेथड सांगतात त्यासाठी तुमच्या आतल्या स्पिरिच्युअलचं इंट्रोडक्शन करतात. गुरुदेवचं मेडिटेशनचं
स्पिरिच्युअल मेडिटेशन नाही, स्पिरिच्युअल बुद्धिझम होता.
त्यांना माहिती स्पिरिच्युअल जे आपल्या आत्म्याशी
So, a little translation is needed here. I think what Gurudev Siyag is saying, that as per Indian philosophy, we consider our human body in majorly into 2 parts. One below this, and remaining is above this. So all these 9 parts are basically the exits. All these 9, eyes and ears and many more. These are the exits. The 10th door or 10th entrance is the 3rd eye or 10th gate, which opens inside, not outside. And Gurudev Siyag says that everything is in you. Everything. So entire universe is within you. And the creator of that universe is also within you. So you should not expect anything from outside. This is what he said. And also he says that this matter is a spiritual matter. This cannot be understood from the mind or from the brain's perspective. It is not a matter of, applying logic and all. This is a spiritual matter. This is a matter related to your own soul, to which we call Atma. So let's listen forward and let's continue.
फिलॉसफी में आदमी की मतलब जो है मनुष्य जन्म लेता है वो साल्वेशन के लिए लेता है, मुक्ति के लिए लेता है, समझे? तो फिर वो ईश्वर का नाम जपता है, भगवान का, जैसे आप गॉड कहते हो उसका नाम रिपीट करता है.
मनुष्याचं जे आहे त्याचं जे लाईफ आहे त्याचं गोल आहे मोक्ष. मोक्ष म्हणजे लाईफ अँड डेथच्या सायकल मधनं फ्री व्हायचं.
Okay, another translation time. Guru Siyag says the purpose of this life, the basic purpose of this life is to attain salvation. Salvation is freedom from taking birth and dying and taking another birth and dying. It is a vicious circle. And in order to attain salvation, one has to chant the name of God. Which God, what God, he never tells. He didn't tell in this conversation so far, but he says that in order to attain the salvation, one has to chant the mantra. And his method or his system is to chant the mantra mentally without moving tongue and lips. Let's listen forward.
Explain to them that the goal of human life is to free yourself from the cycle of life and death. The human philosophy believes that you're born again and again and again. So the goal of spiritualism is to free yourself from this cycle so that you don't take birth again.
מה שאומרת זה בעצם שהמטרה של כל הרוחניות והמדיטציות זה בעצם לשחרר אותך מכל מחזור החיים, שבעצם אתה מת, וכל פעם אנשים מדברים שאתה
לצאת מיד כל המדיטציה זה משהו, ולצאת
उसको सेकंड डेथ का दुख नहीं भोगना पड़ेगा। एक डेथ तो आनी है, जन्म लिया उसको मरना है, मगर दोबारा जन्मेगा तो सेकंड डेथ होगी ना, दोबारा जन्मेगा नहीं।
सेकंड डेथ
बाइबल कहते हैं सेकंड डेथ का दुख नहीं मिलेगा उसको।
Another translation time, Guru Siyag says that if you chant the mantra of God, the name of God, then you will not experience the pain of second death. Whatever body you have brought here will die, will wither away, but you will not reborn again. This would be your last birth. Hence, even Bible says so, that you can get rid of the cycle of birth and death. Let's listen forward.
He's saying that the Bible predicts that every human being will have to die once, but he will not be born again, and that is why he will not die a second time, not in another life. He won't get another life. That is why he won't have to die a second time. For this life, there will be only one death.
לפי התנ"ך, רשום שהבן אדם שנולד פעם אחת, זה שהוא מת, הוא ייוולד שוב, אז הוא לא ימות פעם השנייה, הוא לא יסבול.
הוא לא סובר עם פעם אחת וחיים פעמיים. הוא לא ירגיש סבל השני של מוות.
मेडिटेशन करने चाहिए। सभी मनुष्य को, चाहे वो किसी रिलीजन का है, किसी धर्म का है, किसी राष्ट्र का है, रिजल्ट एक जैसा ही होता है। उससे बानी है, मतलब इज नॉट फाइनल, बट इट विल बी। ये एवोल्यूशनरी विकासवाद का एक सिद्धांत है। हमारे भारतीय दर्शन आज अमेरिका ने भी वेद को विश्व की एक संपत्ति माना है। अभी मैंने पढ़ा था कि अमेरिकन गवर्नमेंट ने वैदिक मंत्र से आपकी उनकी सेशन शुरू होगी, सेनेटर्स होम्स। हमारा ऋग्वेद जो है वो कहता है कि मनुष्य शरीर जो है 7 प्रकार के सेल से बना है।
So let me do a little bit of translation. Guru Siyag says that even American Senate has recognized the value of Vedas. And the Vedas one mantra is chanted when the sessions are opened, the Senate sessions are opened. He was referring to some news. There was some news, and he is bringing us back to Rig Veda, which says that human body is actually consists of 7 sheaths or kosha, 7 koshas. So now listen what he says further.
साइंस की बात करता है तो पहले मैटर से शुरू करता है, मैटर से, अन्न से बनने वाले कोष, अन्नमय कोष, प्राणमय कोष, मनोमय कोष और विज्ञानमय कोष। तो वैश्व ने विज्ञान को खूब चेतन कर लिया, साइंस को बहुत कर लिया, मगर फिर भी शांति नहीं हो पा रही।
That's a critical point he is making. That there are 7 koshas. In Hindi, we call Annamay Kosh, Pranamay Kosh, Manomay Kosh, and Vigyanmay Kosh. And Gurudev says that Western world has attained the 4th segment or sheath or kosha very much. However, even they have, progressed in science so much, still they are not able to bring peace in the world. People are not at peace. So why that is so, he will tell further.
जब तक सातों को चेतन नहीं होंगे, इसे हम सत्चित आनंद कहते हैं, ब्लिसिंग बीइंग, और एक और 7 को सत्चित आनंद किसको कहते हैं? Becoming and being, blessing,
Bliss becoming.
being.
Right. So here is the reason of having this series as Bliss, Becoming and Being. Guru Siyag says that unless remaining 3 koshas, which are like Ananda, Chitta and Sat, unless these are activated, and out of these, the soul is actually captured within these 7 koshas. Unless you open and activate each kosha, you cannot have the lasting or sustainable peace, or you cannot experience the salvation or moksha. So these 3 koshas, once activated, which he says, which he terms Ananda as bliss, Chit as becoming, and Sat is as being, knowing yourself who you are. And he openly says so, that you are not a human body, you are a soul. Let's listen forward, and then we will conclude this video.
आपको अपने रियल बीइंग से इंट्रोडक्शन करवाना है, आपका रियल बीइंग कौन है? अब मैं इसलिए जा रहा हूँ कि जब तक ये 3 कोष चेतन नहीं होंगे, 3 सेल्स चेतन नहीं होंगे, शांति पॉसिबल नहीं। मैं विज्ञान को एक सप्लीमेंट दे रहा हूँ, जिससे मनुष्य पूर्णता प्राप्त कर ले।
This is a big thing which he says, that unless the three cells or koshas are not activated, we cannot have lasting peace. And at the same time, he is offering a supplementary kind of substitute or kind of support to science, so that human can become complete. And this is what Maharshi Arvind also referred to, and he will mention about his name as well.
अरविंद ने कहा कि आगामी मानव जाति एक यूनिवर्सल थे, ह्यूमन बीइंग होने वाली थी। मैं उसके लिए निकला, मैं हिंदू धर्म को प्रचार करने के लिए नहीं आया।
That's another critical statement he is making. He says that he is for universal change in humanity. Human can become final. As Maharshi Arvind says, that man is a transitional being. He is not final, but he will be. So he is there to help people attain totality or completeness. That is the requirement for salvation. He is not there to promote any ism, particularly Hinduism. This is a universal change, and it can happen in any human body on this planet.
ये परिवर्तन हिंदू धर्म मतलब ह्यूमन बीइंग में क्यों था? शुरू हो गया, nothing else.
And he says that this this transformation was due. As per the theory of evolution, this transformation was due, and this has happened. This has started happening now, and this is happening because of Guru Siyag's unique yoga. We will talk about that in a while. Let's finish this video first.
Tell them that this progress of mankind, this progress is for all mankind. It is not for any one religion or two. This happiness that is going to come, which is a form of progress, this is for all of mankind. This is not for one religion or two religions, but this is for all of mankind, and that is what will demonstrate peace and happiness to mankind.
מה שיקרה בעתיד או בהמשך, כל התהליך הזה זה להביא יותר עושר לעולם ולאנשים, לאנושות הזאת. וזה לא קשור, זה לא מתקשר לאף דת, לא אם אתה יהודי, אם אתה נוצרי, אם אתה כל דת אחרת, אם אתה מוסלמי. זה המטרה של בודהיזם, זה בעצם להשליט שלום. בכל האנושות, בין אדם לאדם, מאושר בחיים. בין אדם לעצמו לבין אדם עם אנשים אחרים.
ध्यान करते हैं यहाँ इसको सब्स्टिट्यूटरी ब्लेड करता है साइंस, उसका फंक्शन मालूम नहीं है साइंस। और हमारा स्पिरिचुअल मेडिटेशन जो यहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है, ऊपर 3 लेवल है, सच्चित आनंद, ब्लेसिंग, बिकमिंग, बीइंग। योगी इन हियर, उससे इंट्रोडक्शन करवाना है। मैंने आपको अपने आप से इंट्रोडक्शन करवाना है, देना कुछ नहीं, किसी को बात देने को कुछ नहीं है।
So Gurudev Siyag says that he is here just to introduce these 3 aspects to you and introduce you to yourself. No guru has anything to offer. No guru has actually nothing. He or she does not have anything which he or she can offer to any practitioner or disciple. Everything is within you. The entire universe is within you. He and his meditation method, to which we call Guru Siyag Yoga, is for introducing this unique aspect of salvation to the world. One more.
जो मेरे पास है वो आप सबके पास है। आपको प्रॉपर गुरु नहीं मिला, स्पिरिचुअल प्रिसेप्टर नहीं मिला, इसलिए आप समझ नहीं पा रहे हो आप क्या हो। मैं तो आपको अपने आप से इंट्रोडक्शन कराऊंगा, आप देना कुछ नहीं।
So another interesting aspect, he is mentioning that he will introduce you to yourself, and no guru has anything to offer. He will just introduce you to yourself, and that is his own purpose. And no guru can give anything. So he was basically repeating all that. So let's move to the last segment of this video.
He's saying that Gurudev doesn't have.
All right. So in nutshell, this is what he was offering. And his meditation is a very unique meditation which can help humanity in order to cure all physical, mental, and spiritual diseases, to which basically Kali or falsehoods, Adi Guru Machandranath, the kind of boss of Nath sect, Gorakhnath's boss, Machandranath had said that this meditation which is being introduced is the fruit of wish-fulfilling tree or boon tree, and it can cure all your 3 diseases, all 3, your physical disease, mental disease, and spiritual disease. So Guru Siyag is there to help you cure all these 3 diseases, because the condition of salvation or moksha is that you should be free from these 3 diseases. Then only you can attain the salvation. So welcome back. And now I would like Gorima to have some brief introduction about, if anybody wants to know what Guru Siyag Yoga is, how one can perform Guru Siyag Yoga, what is the fee structure like, is there any Guru Dakshina or any formality to obey or fulfill, are there some restrictions? So I would like you to have some insights about this for our new viewers so that they can have a right perspective and they understand Gurudev's core philosophy. And his core philosophy is single line philosophy. I want you to be introduced to yourself. You are not a physical body, you are a soul. And the ultimate aim of all of us is to get salvation. We keep on taking birth and dying. This should be the last death, and we become immortal. So based on that, please go ahead and share your perspective and help people to understand what Guru Siyag Yoga is.
Yeah, of course. And although you have shared the core philosophy in a nutshell, but that nutshell can only be cracked once we start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga. And for that, it's not the yoga part is very easy, and Guru Siyag makes has already made it so easy that even children are doing it. But getting connected to Gurudev is the part that we adults find difficult to crack, because our Gurudev looks so simple that it's very easy to be deceived by his looks. He looks like a very, very common man, and anybody can take him to be a commoner, somebody who is like any other person with no special powers or no special thing at all, because he has lived his life in a very, very simple way, even though the world had started knowing about him around 25-30 years back. But then also deliberately he kept his lifestyle extremely simple, and whatever glory uh, you people are now witnessing on the internet about Guru Siyag is through his blessings, which is spreading by the work of Guru Bhais like Dharmendra ji and other Guru Bhai Bhen also, who are doing these sessions. And the core philosophy of Guru Siyag is knowing yourself. So this single sentence, this simple sentence is beyond anyone's reach, because it's not about the translation of this sentence. It's about experiencing this happening inside you through you. So once you get connected with Gurudev and start performing the yoga, Guru Siyag Yoga, which involves meditating 2 times a day for only 15 minutes every time, and mental chanting of a very simple 3 word mantra. So you can start chanting the mantra once you get the mantra from Gurudev in his voice, and that mantra is freely available on YouTube and on the website gurusiyagyoga.org. So there is no fee structure. There is there is no barrier for anyone to, or any specific induction process to get inducted or get the Shakti path from Guru Siyag. It is open for all humanity. It's the biggest gift for humanity, which is freely being bestowed by Guru Siyag, free of cost. You can get it sitting at your home wherever you are in the world. You do not have to go anywhere. You do not have to, for that matter, contact anyone. You can get initiated on your own by typing Guru Siyag Sanjeevani Mantra on the internet, or Guru Siyag Mantra, and you will definitely be getting some videos on YouTube. and you can get hold of that mantra very easily. But that mantra is not even gold or diamond. There are not the words are not enough to express the power of that mantra. And many practitioners, when they start chanting the mantra, when they in fact start chanting the mantra on the first day itself, they start they experience yogic movements, or they experience strong vibrations. And some of the practitioners may not experience any yogic movements or vibrations, but that doesn't mean that the mantra is not working. The mantra and the work and this whole yoga is, on surface, looks very simple, but it's a very powerful process, and that powerful process takes place inside you in a very customized way. So if I take my own example, I started Guru Siyag Yoga with very skeptical mind, and I was very fearful that I don't know what kind of yoga would start happening. I don't know what would I would start experiencing. So as Gurudev wanted me to be at peace while doing the yogic practice, I didn't experience any yogic movement or any vibrations when I started my practice, because I never wanted it to happen. And whereas there are many Guru Bhais and Guru Bhans who are very open, and they approach this meditation in a very open minded way, and they experience whatever they experience, and that involves yogic movements and vibrations and other things as well. So whatever I'm telling through this show, although I'm trying my best to share things in a brief way, but somehow it's not really possible to capture the beauty and power of Guru Siyag Yoga in words and
Mhm.
through these sessions. So that is why we will be doing this series in a continuous way, so as to perhaps start capturing the benefits and the power that we are experiencing in our life through Guru Siyag Yoga. So
All right.
that's about it from me.
Thank you. So, what I understand, and if I have to summarize that, it would be in simple terms that there is one mantra, which is a
Yes,
three-word mantra. One has to mentally chant it, not to be uttered by mouth, and tongue
yes,
and lip should not move while chanting the mantra. And a person can chant that mantra anytime, while eating, driving, walking, reading, whenever he or she gets time, that should be, chanted relentlessly. We call that. So that's one task. The second task is sitting for meditation, only sitting for meditation twice a day with empty stomach. So there is no limit of time per se that, you should sit in the morning and sit in the evening. Whenever you have empty stomach, or you can sit for meditation after 3 hours after meal. So these are two things. And what one has to do during the meditation is to look at the picture of Guru Siyag. Someone can look at the picture you have on the background, or people can find more pictures on about Guru Siyag and his guru Gangai Nachi. So one has to look at the picture for a minute or so and sit in a relaxed position, close the eye and focus on the third eye, which to which Guru Siyag said this is a sort of pineal gland, and scientists and science does not know the purpose of this. So one has to focus here, and assuming that Guru Siyag is sitting here, no matter one is able to see or not, but just focus here and pray for a 15-minute meditation to Guru Siyag with closed eyes, and sit in a relaxed position and keep your focus here and keep on chanting the mantra. Keep on chanting the mantra. So what happens in this meditation method is briefly explained by one of the old practitioner and a sort of co-worker with Guru Siyag. His name is Professor Pankaj Goswami. I happened to meet him today, and he had actually conveyed a brief message for all of us. So it is privilege to play his message for all of us, and he will explain the science of Kundalini awakening. So let's listen to him, and then we further talk about that, and we will also sit for meditation for 15 minutes towards the...
Yes, sir. It's a very, very, very effective program. Guru Siyag Yoga. Yep. This yoga is pertaining to Kundalini Jagaran. Right. Kundalini Jagaran is the science which has been described in the ancient literature. But these days, very few persons are aware of the things. Kundalini is the power which is found everywhere, everybody in its spinal cord. The last part of the spinal cord is containing the Mooladhara chakra. This chakra is actually tuber-like structure. This contains a large number of fibers, and around which the Kundalini is found. It's described as a golden serpentine. This golden serpentine is coiled 3.5 coiling. Whenever this Kundalini is awakened, this moves to the upper side of the spinal cord, which is running up to the Sahasrara chakra of the head. This Kundalini science is very, very effective to the physiological activities of the man. This reaches to the Sahasrara chakra, that is running in the spinal cord and passing through various chakras. These all chakras are the endocrine glands. Okay. These endocrine glands are awakened. These are becoming sensitive when Kundalini runs in the spinal cord. So we should know our body, we should know our physiological activity, and know which part of the body is diseased and how it is being corrected. So I wish all very well for everybody on the universe, on the earth. They should be disease free, and they should go for the Kundalini Yoga. That is the program started today, and we should know about many things of it. I wish all good for everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So that was a beautiful message from Professor Pankaj Goswami. He had been an expert on Kundalini awakening, and Guru Siyag actually used to invite him before Guru Siyag's initiation sessions used to happen. And Professor Pankaj Goswami used to explain in simple terminology, used to explain about the purpose of Kundalini and how that is, where it is resided and what happens, what, scientific perspective he had on Kundalini awakening and Kundalini science. So it was a pleasure having, his words also in the first episode. Now I invite Manju to explain a little bit more about, what happens, what kind of yogic movements happen when a practitioner sits for meditation, closes his or her eyes, and keeps on chanting the mantra. What exactly happens? So people are aware, it's not a ghost science or some sort of, funny thing. It's a serious thing. And what Kundalini does to our body while we are in the state of meditation.
Thank you so much for providing me this opportunity to share, what we experience, and especially for the new sadhaks or the new, people who start Guru Siyag Yoga. So I can share my experience when I got into this meditation. And it was definitely when I saw the video, I was like, how is it? How are people performing different yogic movements? And that kind of really made me fearful. But I mean, again, Gurudev knows everything. He knows each child of his, So he knew that I won't be, very welcoming to this, or I would like be fearful. And luckily, or I mean, however he wanted, I did not experience any yogic movements. Perhaps I used to get a lot of yawns, So, and there used to be a breathing pattern which used to start, and I used to feel very relaxed. That was what I experienced, and I'm sure each one of you will have a different experience. The only thing which made me stay there was faith. And I knew that I am in right, there is a power which is taking care of me. I used to feel so much cared. And I had so much of faith that whatever is going to happen is going to happen for my benefit. So as we progress on this journey, the most important part was surrender, complete surrender. And that really happened. And I used to just kind of sit for meditation. And I was thinking like 15 minutes is a cakewalk, just sitting and doing meditation, just 15 minutes. And believe you me, it wasn't so easy chanting mantra, non-stop without moving your lips, or, even you're just doing mental chant wasn't easy, because you had to concentrate and look at Gurudev on the third eye and do mental chant for 15 minutes. And what I also learned is that when we sit for meditation, we had to just do prayer that Gurudev, just allow me to meditate for 15 minutes. And it's amazing. Seriously, it's amazing. And you are going to experience that for sure. That my eye actually used to open after 15 minutes. I didn't need an alarm. Although I used to hear that you don't need an alarm, but actually I didn't never need an alarm. And my eyes used to actually open after 15 minutes. And I mean, every time there was some lightness in my body, I used to get goosebumps sometimes. So I'm not saying that each one of you are going to get it, but yes, it's going to be a wonderful experience. And definitely, along with meditation, you need to chant this mantra the whole day, whenever. And when I'm saying this, it might look difficult, but it will. Once we have to just start, and we have to have faith, and we have to surrender ourselves, so that we understand that there's one universal force which is taking care of us. And as much strength we have, and as much surrender we'll have, that force will guide us in a way that we will be progressing on this journey. That was the beauty of it. And I would say the community which we have, wherein like we see the programs and we talk and we read about it, they have been the biggest pillar for me to be on this journey. Without that, doing it alone and just thinking about it wouldn't have been possible. So this particular community, I mean, looking at the programs, understanding, listening to other Guru Bhais and brothers and sisters' experiences has only made it, possible for me to be working on, or like walking on this journey. Without that, any doubts, anything, and with the kind of, availability which is there, I mean, it's so, so forthcoming. Each one of us are there for each other. So I've never felt alone. And any doubt, reach out. Don't just think, just don't compare. It's non comparable, Just reach out, speak out, ask questions. I think that is what has helped me on this, on this meditation part. And I invite you, experience it. Just don't listen about it. It's like we say, karke dekho. I mean, just try it, experience it, at least for a month, and then decide, perhaps.
Right.
I think I would just say that.
Good. So basically, you are saying that it is absolutely free. You have to just give it a try. And tailor-made yogic movements or involuntary movements may happen to your body in order to cure that particular part of your body which needs cure or healing or, complete overhauling. And these yogic movements or involuntary movements will automatically stop in the stipulated period of time, whatever time you have requested, Gurudev, for the meditation. So suppose you have asked for 16 minutes, your eyes will open in 16 minutes. If you have asked for, say, 19 minutes, then your eyes will open automatically in 19 minutes. You don't need to put an alarm or so. And people may experience different yogic movements, and that's why this is tailor-made yoga. Because the awakened Kundalini, when you start chanting the mantra with closed eyes, focusing here, the moment you start chanting the mantra, the awakened Kundalini takes control of your mind, body, brain, and breath and scans what needs to be fixed in the first place. And it starts automatically, instantly. It doesn't take years or ages to get awakened. Guru Siyag's divine mantra has so much of energy and power that your Kundalini will be awakened today. As of now, 55 people are watching because this is a session in English, and not Hindi viewers are watching this most of the time. And they have tired probably watching all these sessions since morning. So this is, whosoever is watching and will watch in the future would certainly be interested to know what that mantra is, what the divine mantra is. So let me play that mantra for all of you. And let's have a 10-minute meditation after that also, just to experience. And you can reach out to Gorima on the WhatsApp number given below, and to Manju Chabra on the WhatsApp number given below anytime. And they would certainly get back to you with more details and more information. They may try to answer your questions. And be humble, be polite, be professional. So let me play that video for you, which talks about, which speaks about what Guru Siyag Yoga is. We have already talked about what the mantra is. Okay, so let's look at let's listen to the mantra, and then we will sit for the meditation. Okay, so let me fix it. So this is coming from one of the videos we had earlier.
What does yoga mean? Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddhi Yoga? Siddhi Yoga heals, cures, or frees the body from any physical illness, adds various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity, or tingling. According to Siddhi Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. A regular practice of Siddhi Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc., and genetic disorder like hemophilia. mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, 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 cling, Krishna, cling.
Okay, so let's get to the 10-minute meditation. Just look at this picture of Guru Siyag for a minute or two and sit in a relaxed position, close your eyes, and focus on the third eye, the space between eyebrows where we put bindi or tilak. And this is the third eye, 10th gate. This is the place of Guru, and particularly Guru Siyag. Just imagine him there and request Guru to keep you in meditation for 10 minutes and start chanting the mantra Gurudev had just said. It's a 3-word mantra. Let it keep in 3 words only. We'll meet after 10 minutes. Don't be afraid if any involuntary or yogic movement happens to you. It will automatically be stopped after 10 minutes or within 10 minutes. Let's meet after 10 minutes. Please stop chanting the mantra now and come out of meditation. Please stop chanting the mantra and come out of meditation now. So before we close, thank you so much. Before we close this session, a couple of more small experiences I would like to share. One experience which we received today is from a guy in UK, in London. His name is Moon, and he says very interesting experience he shared. He said that though I never miss any of your programs, but due to time difference, can't manage life most of the time. I'm doing Gurudev's, promotion, Gurudev's, meditation promotion slowly. Last 2 weeks, I have done with 2 people, and they had quite good experience as they are updating me. Both had kind of failed operations. One had knee problem and another had back problem. And the doctors gave up. I had helped them, whatever the material I could provide, most of it is your videos and Bhamar Singh's and Mahesh Datta sir's videos. The result is coming quite positive. One of the guy who had knee problem is a Christian devotee. Now so basically he was saying that irrespective of your gender, your caste, your religion, your nationality, your belongingness to any subcontinent, it applies to everyone. And another small experience I want to share without naming that person, without taking the name of that person. This guy has come out of AIDS. This guy was reported HIV positive in April 2021, and he was almost on deathbed. All his veins were kind of clogged, and nobody was even able to entertain him due to the lockdown applied in month of April. And so he kept on chanting the mantra relentlessly and did meditation twice a day. And now he is better, and he had done his report again on 15th of November. The first report was on 22nd of April or 27th of April this year. And he had done his report again on 15th of November, an absolute CD4 count, which is measured to determine whether the person is positive or not. So if the CD4 count is below 317 or 318, then this person is considered as HIV positive. So this guy, in April, he had that count as 127 only. That means he was positive. This time, on 15th of November 2021, he had this test, and amazingly, he had his absolute CD4 count as 519. So the doctor who was actually treating him said, either your test is wrong or the machine which tested is wrong. Somehow, I would like to tell to that doctor, and I would like to congratulate that fellow practitioner. He lives in Gujarat. And I would like to tell that fellow practitioner that your Guru is within you, and Guru can cure everything, every disease you may have. And I would like to invite that medical doctor to go and start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga so that she is also able to get rid of all the Trividhi Tap, we call 3 ailments: physical disease, mental disease, and spiritual disease. So we welcome everyone on this channel, and people who are watching now, people who would watch in the future, are most welcome to join Guru Siyag Yoga. It's free, absolutely free. There is no need to go anywhere, nothing to spend, no Guru Dakshina, no formality, no registration, no other formality to be obtained. If you continue to drink, if you wish to continue to eat non-vegetarian food, you're free to do so. As Gurudev Siyag said, you need not to give up the things will give you up. So the entire philosophy of Guru Siyag works that way, that you need not to, you don't need to give up the things will give you up. So things will give you up if you wish to join and if you wish to see what spiritual progress is, what spiritual journey is. Every person on the planet is most welcome. And thanking you, Gorima and Manju, for being with me. And now this responsibility is on your shoulders from the next session onward, which will happen on Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. India time. Thank you.
Thank you
And
so
Jai
much. Jai
Gurudev.
Gurudev.
Thank you so much. Jai
Jai
Gurudev.
Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai
Jai Gurudev.
Dada
Jai
Gurudev.
Gurudev.